Hi there, Adora here. How are you? This is going to be my first video under Adora's Ramblings. I'm going to explain to you on what Samhain is. It is a holiday or Sabbath that I celebrate. Is part of the, there's 8 Sabbats in the Wheel of the Year, or Will of the Year, I guess you'd call it, that we as Wiccans celebrate. Yes, that is what I am. I am Wiccan, or trying to be. I'm still learning. I've got a long way to go. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go towards getting some outside help now, or it's for the stage that I'm at, because I am solitary. I am learning on my own. I'm learning as through internet and books and such, and I'm trying to, as you know, there's a lot of, as any religion is, there's different aspects of each one, and I'm just trying to figure out where I fit into it all. I know that is where I'm headed. That is what I believe. That is spiritually, that is me. So I'm just trying to find my way. So through that, I will be doing these videos as well. So the first one that I'm going to do is on Samhain. Sorry. Salmon. That's how I used to pronounce it whenever I first started, until I learned the actual pronunciation. Again, it's a learning, and that's what my vlogs are going to be, is me learning along with all of you, and hopefully helping you learn. I will learn better as well. So, Samhain. Samhain is coming up. It is October 31st, and it's celebrated on into November 1st. It's pronounced different ways. I have some notes here, so I'll be looking up and down every now and then. It is pronounced different ways. The standard Irish is Samhain. That's how I'm trying to train my brain on how to say it now. It is Samhain. There's other Gaelic dialects as well, which is Samhain, Shavan, or Samhain. That's other ones that I've heard. And so, yeah, so that is different ways. We are celebrating it here in the Northern Hemisphere, October 31st. But in the Southern Hemisphere, they will be celebrating Beltane, which our Beltane is usually around May 1st. So it's just how, you know, Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere, we celebrate different things, right? So, well, different things, different times, same things, different times. So it is, yes, it is a Wiccan Sabbath. It is one of the biggest ones for us. It's what we consider the Witch's New Year. It also symbolizes the end of the Celtic year. That is where Samhain slash Halloween originated. Formerly it was a Celtic tradition in countries like Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England, Northern France, Germany, and the Isle of Man. And back then, like we're going back, actually, if you want to go way back from some things that I have read, Samhain actually comes from the Druid religion back in, we're going back like 200 BC. That's how far. I admit Wiccan is a newer one, but it is kind of intertwined with the pagan religion and old time religions as well, and how they've just kind of, Wiccan is more of a, I don't want to say new age, because it's not. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of people listening to this who are Wiccans, and it's like, oh my God, what does she say? She knows nothing. I am learning. So like I said, if anything that I'm saying or that I have learned, trust me, this is all stuff that I have found online and read via books. Like, you know, there's quite a few authors out there that I've read from, and so yeah. So anyway, back to what Samhain is. Let's get back to my notes here. I kind of lost my tracks. That's more of what my notes are, because I lose track like I'm doing right now. I get off the rails completely. And then I got to try and focus myself to get myself back here. So, okay, so Germany, the Isle of Man, it was celebrated for a week. It started on October 31st, and it went on for a week to about November 7th. And it always happens in between the autumn equinox and the winter solstice. It's the time of the year when the veil between the spirit and the physical world is at its thinnest. It's the best time for divinations and that sort of thing. Spiritual wise, it might be more of a time where you're going to sense or feel spirits around you, because this is when they come out. Don't get scared. It's nothing scared, it's all natural. They're here all the time. It's just this is a stronger time for them. That's what this is. So back in the Celtic tradition, when they were doing this, they used to, how they celebrated, they would build up houses for the healers and warriors from different nations, different tribes and stuff, and they'd all get together. There would be the Celtic priests, the priestesses, the magicians. It was a time for them to honor their ancestors. It was a time for them to build great big bonfires and such. It's not much different than what we do today. Well, some of us. You know, it depends on if you are part of a coven or if you are solitary like I am. And then how I think the Halloween part and kids getting dressed up came from was in that era, the kids would dress up and they would be sent out to play with the Fae, and it was just more of a time because they, humans and the Fae. Most people say they can't see the Fae. I've never seen the Fae, the fairies, whichever way you want to say them. So that's what the kids would dress up, and they would leave treats out. And the treats also helped with leaving food out for your ancestors when they would come by. I guess it was a lot like the tradition of the Day of the Dead. It was the same thing. They'd put pictures out and stuff, light a candle in your window so that your ancestors can find their way to you and not get lost. That's another tradition that was done as well. So what exactly is Samhain? Now, I'm sure I have kind of gone into a lot of this already, like everything's jumbled, and I hope you get out what I'm trying to get to you. It's when the Wheel of the Year has done its full circle. It is the third and final harvest. What in the Wiccan, what it means, the great sun god, he dies. He leaves his widows, the goddess Crone, to mourn him. And then at Yule is when he is reborn again. But Yule, we'll get onto that one in a different video. Okay, so this is a time for reflection. It is a time for honoring Mother Nature and her cycle. Like I said earlier, the veil is at its thinnest, and is a time for you to honor your ancestors. This is a way to, like I said, you put a candle in your window so that they can find their way to you. You leave treats and sweets out for them so that they have a snack and, something, energy to keep them going. It's also a great time for divination, different forms of divination you can do. Readings and like tarot, oracle, you have pendulum, scrying, all of those you might feel more positive. You'd feel the energy of it coming through, and the messages would be a lot clearer around this time of year as well. It's also a time to leave messages for your ancestors as they come through. You want them to be there and to guide you, and you want to be able to ask them questions of something. Even just ask them how they are. Divination is a great way to do that. You just take a moment and you meditate, you ground yourself, you do what you need to do, and Samhain is a great time of year to be doing that as well. What a great time for spell work. Yeah, it's also a time to let go of things. If you've had a bad year, it's a great way to, this year is done. That year is over. It's time to move on and keep going. It's done. It's in the past. It's over. So that is a great time to do that. A way you can do that is, we celebrate by having a great big bonfire. There's foods and meals you can cook. So in that fire, what you can do is you get a piece of paper. You write down everything over the past year that has made you feel bad, has made you and you're still holding on to that. Write it all out on a piece of paper. Write it all down, get it out, put everything into that. And then what you do is you fold it all up. You take it, you go out and you go buy fire. And if you don't have a bonfire, use a fireproof, safe dish, and just light it with a little bit of rosemary in there, a little bit of sage, and then you just close your eyes and you just let it go. You burn that paper and you let it go. Just watch the smoke, burn it all away, and then it's gone. You've released it. It's gone. That is a great time of year to do that as well. Just release the old year and look forward to the next one that's coming. What you burn, incense, patchouli, rosemary, sage, sandalwood, any of those earthy type smells is a great great time to do that. Those are, and what I'm saying about what type of incense is that it's a great thing. It brings in all that energy from that time of year. You know, it helps you celebrate it, and it's like Halloween, Christmas. You know, everybody wears certain colors, and Halloween. And actually, the colors of Samhain is black, orange, brown. Yeah, black, orange, and brown. Green, I believe, was in there too. Depends on who you look at and which book you read. So yeah, those are colors you wear. It'll help you feel it, and the energy will be there. Foods, is a great time is the foods of season, the foods of harvest. What we have brought in at this time of year. You know, you've got the apples, the pumpkins, the squashes, the turnips, potatoes, any root vegetable, basically. Any vegetable or meal that is harvested before the winter comes on to us. You know, it's a time of year to celebrate that we have made it through, and we have accumulated all this knowledge, food, and so that is what this time of year is all about. So you make stews with root vegetables. You make breads with grains. I will be doing a video on a Samhain bread loaf that we will be eating on my celebration here at Samhain. It's usually just for me. It's small. I usually just have my family or a couple of friends over. Because I'm solitary, so that is what I do. So foods, again, like I said, grains, stews is great. I'm hoping to make a great big pot of stew, have my Samhain bread to dip into all that nice gravy and such. I'm hoping to also make a homemade mead, drink meads, ciders, ales, anything that, again, would be even a wine. Course, anything that would have been made at this time of year to help you, apple ciders. And I have some actually really good rhubarb in the freezer that I've been collecting over my one plant I have growing back here. So that is what you do. That is, you just, I guess it's like any other holiday, really, where you have family and friends over and you just celebrate it. The foods, stones, anything black. I know a lot of people tend to associate Halloween or Samhain. It is a time of the dead. It is a time but it's time to celebrate them, not to fear them. It's nothing to fear. It's time to celebrate and invite them to visit with you once a year, to feel them. If you can't see them, to at least feel them here. So it's nothing to be afraid of. It's not an evil thing. It is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful celebration. So that is my rundown, on what Samhain is and how I celebrate. A little bit in there, and I'm hoping to maybe record a little bit, maybe do a small video on my actual celebration of how I prep it and such. I don't do as much as probably most because of my disability, that I can't, actually this is getting to be a little long. I don't know if you notice me squirting around a little bit. But I hope you come out of this with what I'm hoping to send, I'm learning, and I'm hoping to learn along with you. So this was my rundown on what Samhain is and how I celebrate it. And if you have any other comments or suggestions or recipes even, or ideas of stuff that I can do on my Samhain celebration, please just put the comment down below. I will be happy to read it, and I'm open to anything, any new ideas on things that I can make and share with my family and friends. So I hope all of you have a very great day. Celebrate Samhain in the best way that you can, or the best way that you know how. And I will see you all at my next video. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've got more plans coming. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Those really, really help me out a lot. And if you're looking forward to what I have coming up, hit the little notification bell, and that will keep you updated. Like I always say, smile to the person passing you on the street, down the stairs, down the hallway. Keep a smile on your face, look that person in the eye, and smile at them, because you know what? They might need it that day. You have a great day. Bye.